Hello and welcome to Some Magic the Gathering, or welcome back to Some Magic. Depends on if this is your first time watching my stuff or not. But we are playing some Modern. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've played Modern. Normally play a lot of Pauper. Haven't played Modern in a long time, and I thought, you know what? I'm curious to see what Modern is currently like. I've been out of the format for a long time. Haven't watched any videos really of the format, and so we're jumping in with some Dredge. I've noticed a lot of the newer lists of Dredge is running Gemstone Caverns in the main. Well, I don't have 4, I only have 2 for right now, so not exactly what I would call the current list for Dredge, but regardless, we are playing this. So, what's going on here? If you're not familiar with this deck, we have 4 Arid Mesas, 1 Blood Crypt, 2 Gemstone Mines, just of different sets. 2 Mana Confluences, 2 Sacred Foundries, 1 Steam Vents, 2 Stomping Grounds, and 4 Wooded Foothills, which I actually meant to change that Stomping Grounds to an extra Steam Vents. So, my bad. And 4 Wooded Foothills. So that's our mana base. We're basically a 5-color deck, but we're leaning heavier into red, blue, and white. Especially red and white, but definitely some blue, definitely some black too, and a little bit of green. So we're a little bit of everything. If you don't know what Dredge is, it's been around forever, but basically you are putting your Dredge cards into your graveyard, and then instead of drawing, you're dredging, and then when you dredge, stuff happens. So Narcomoeba, we have Narcomoeba, which is flying when it's put into the graveyard from your library. You may put on the battlefield. That triggers Prized Amalgam, that whenever a creature enters the battlefield from the graveyard, if Prized Amalgam's in the graveyard, it comes back in the next end step. We have Silversmote Ghoul, which is whenever you gain 3 more life, it comes back into the graveyard, which can trigger Prized Amalgam, which can be triggered off a Creeping Chill, which Creeping Chill deals 3 damage to each opponent and you gain 3 life. But when it's put from your into your graveyard from your library, you get to cast it for free. Then we have Ox of Agonas, which you can escape for 2 to make it a 5/3. When it enters battlefield, discard your hand and then draw 3 cards. And then pretty much the rest of our deck is to draw cards. And instead of actually drawing cards, we're going to be dredging. So the idea is we're milling ourselves and building up a board presence and hopefully closing out the game. That's pretty much Dredge's goal here. Now this deck is incredibly weak post-sideboard, especially for graveyard hate. So we do have some ways of dealing with graveyard hate, like Leyline of Sanctity, Prismatic Ending, and Ray of Revelations and Ancient Grudge. Basically, you're bringing in sideboard to interact with their sideboard. Don't have much in terms of like, let's bring in these cards to deal with what's the word I'm looking for? To deal with what their deck's doing. We're just trying to protect our game plan, because our game plan is typically good against about every matchup game 1. But sideboarding is where everything goes haywire. Obviously, we're not amazing against every deck, but then 2 Gemstone Caverns, 1 Bojuka Bog. I don't have Leyline of the Void, or else 3 Leyline of the Voids would probably be in here too, but ain't got it. So instead, we're doing the Bojuka Bog Gemstone Caverns plan, which Gemstone Caverns you bring in whenever you're on the draw rather than the play. So you can try to go off turn 1 with Thrilling Discovery or Cathartic Reunion. But let's jump into some games with Dredge. It has been a while since I played Modern, so I don't expect, and been a while since I played Dredge, so I don't expect very good play lines, and I don't expect to do very good. But I'm going to mulligan this hand. We don't have a way to actually dredge, which is not good, so I'm gonna mulligan. Dredge allegedly mulligans well. No dredgers, but we can lead on Otherworldly Gaze, and we do have Thrilling Discovery. So I am going to keep this hand. And probably bottom Narcomoeba, because we would rather have that in our deck than our hand. So, like I said, it's not amazing. Unfortunately, we are not on the play. Oh, playing against 8 whack, huh? Or 12 whack, maybe? We're gonna lead. Okay. We're gonna lead on Otherworldly Gaze here. We're gonna pay the 2 life. So we do have some targets we can discard with Ox and Golgari Thug. So that is good for us. Probably just do this on their end step. The next turn, Thrilling Discovery away the Ox and the Thug. The idea is we hit another Dredger with Otherworldly Gaze. Hopefully. Mog War Marshal. Yep. Pretty good. This is one where I wish we had Flagrate in the deck. Gonna hit us for 3. Sure. We do have a lot of life gain, so that's something that's worth noting. I guess I should have done that before combat. In case we hit a Narcomoeba, then we could have just soaked up 3 damage. Alright. Another Ox of Agonas is kind of annoying, but Thrilling Discovery. We get 2 life off of it, and then we get to, yes please, ditch you and you. Draw for you. Come on, give me one more. Alright. So we got some hits here. Yes, please. We get Silversmote, or is it just... Oh, at the end step. It's an end step effect. Okay. Which means we won't get our Prized Amalgam till their end step, but that's alright. Hopefully they don't have a whacker here, but they do. I'm just blocking the Foundry Street more than likely. I can't imagine they pay for its echo cost. I'll probably fetch up... Oh, Blood Crypt's in the grave. Damn it. Guess I'll go find Stomping Grounds with Arid Mesa. And then we can Darkblast and Ox next turn, which feels good. They paid for the echo cost? Okay. I'm okay with that. Probably what I'll do. Probably Darkblast, fetch up Stomping Ground. Because we don't have a Dredger right now in the graveyard. Because I'm kind of worried that if I Darkblast Dredge the Darkblast, then I might Dredge over Stomping Ground. And fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. What What lands do we have? I guess we could get Sacred Foundry. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna Darkblast in the upkeep. Darkblast the upkeep, probably the Arsonist. Sure. Block there. Comes back the Amalgam. Darkblast, Arsonist. I misread Arsonist. I read Arsonist as it deals 1 damage to, like, whenever a goblin dies, not it. Well, if I would have read that, I would have blown. Oh, well, whatever. They're just going to kill the Silversmote, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Sure. All right. Dredge, Darkblast. All right. We didn't mill over Stomping Ground, so that works out for us. Actually, should I get... I'm going to get Stomping Ground just so we can activate Life of the Loam for sure. Life of the Loam will let us pick up a Sacred Foundry. So you, yes please. And then welcome back. 8 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight. It's always hard to choose which ones you're gonna do. Definitely don't want to do the ghouls. Or some of our shock lands. Thug. No Stinky? Darkblast? Really? There's Stinkweed Imp. We did not hit a Creeping Chill either, which is super upsetty spaghetti. I'm going to hit him for 3 here. There's an argument for just keeping back the Prized Amalgam, but eh. We do get to Dredge Stinkweed Imp next turn. But we could just Dredge Darkblast too. Guess it all depends on what they play. What they're doing this turn. I mean, we could spin the dice again. We have another Ox of Agonas in the grave. Well, we have this one back in the grave too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe just exile the... We might just Ox of Agonas again. It's probably our biggest play. Our opponent's not in a good predicament here. I'm not going to block. What happens if I don't block? Um, Darkblast you. Stinky. Wow. Ox. We can get rid of Otherworldly Gaze. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can get rid of a couple of those Otherworldly Gazes. All right. 1, 2. Yeah, fuck it. 3. Hit all 3 creeping chills. Now we can just draw for turns. Because, I mean, we're doing 9 damage right here. We're also getting out all of our Silversmote Ghouls. Getting out all of our Prized Amalgams. And attack you with everything. Which I'm assuming they have like a lightning bolt or something. No, they're just dead. Okay. That works out for us. So the question is, what does mono red have in terms? They could have Blood Moon, which is terrifying to think of. I'm actually going to bring in the Gemstone Caverns. I'm going to go down 1 mine and 1 confluence for it. Which may not be a good idea if we don't have it in our opening hand, but it is what it is. So the question then is, like, what do they have for graveyard removal? And it's probably like an artifact, Grafdigger's Cage, or what's the other thing? Relic, probably. So it's like, which one do I want to bring in? Probably Prismatic Ending, because it will also act as removal for their dudes. So I think we bring in the Prismatic Endings, and I think we can go down 1 Ox. We'll go down maybe 1 Otherworldly Gaze. I have a hard time. I've always had a hard time sideboarding this deck. This is the first modern deck I ever got into years ago, and I still to this day have a hard time. Probably going to go down a life of the Loam. And let's go down a Thug. Try like that. I need to read like a sideboard plan or something for it. See what our opening hand is. Not very good. Definitely don't want these 2 creeping chills in hand. I'd probably keep this if this creeping chill was anything but creeping chill. Not good. Let's go to 5. Four. Well, we went to 4, and we don't have a good 4 either, so we'll see. Foundry Street, sure. Prismatic Ending's nice. Or Otherworldly Gaze in response to their attack. In case we hit a Narcomoeba. Goblin Cohort. Nice. I haven't seen that card in a while. They're on the one land dream, huh? Well, we did it. Let's ditch both of you. Put you back on top. Play you. And then honestly, I'm probably just going to Otherworldly Gaze here and not Thrilling Discovery. Probably just Otherworldly Gaze on their attack step. We'll fetch up like Sacred Foundry or something. Damn it. It's like, don't have another creature spell. This one I can take the damage on, but I definitely want to do it before the end step. Do I not have a stop set on their main phase? Because that's really frustrating if I don't. Yeah, it's really frustrating. Man, I might as well, because I'm going to be dredging anyway, so. Because I won't get it back either. Cool. Um... Let's do this. Keep the... We really only need 2 lands in this deck, so... Not very good hits, I gotta be honest with you. Not terrible, but not great. Now the question becomes, do we want to Ox? I think we do. I think we just want to Ox. I think we just need to go turbo mode here. It sucks to lose this Prismatic Ending, but I think we need to... I think we need to dig for stuff. you know? I think it's our goal here is we need to just go through our deck while they're basically struggling with land before they get their side effect, you know, their sideboard cards. I'm actually really happy we drew that land. So I'm going to fetch. I'm not going to shock, but I'm going to get a Steam Vents or Blood Crypt. Because I like the idea of Dark Blasting back and forth, but I think we're going to get Steam Vents. No. Alright, let's attack first. My reasoning is because we can get Silversmote back, and they're probably going to block Prized Amalgam, kill Silversmote, or whatever. No blocks is kind of scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the Oxy Boy out. And Stink. And Thug. And Thug. Not the best hits. I mean, Creeping Chill is definitely good. But still got some buried Prized Amalgams. I guess we're going to get a handful of Silversmote Ghouls this turn, though, ain't we? A heck of a board. I never would have thought Dredge versus 12 Whack would take this long to get through a game. To get through a match. I thought this would be over a lot quicker. Dredge is weirdly like not an aggro deck anymore. How many well, we went through all of our Creeping Chills, so the Silversmotes are never coming back out. No attacks is awesome. Got the GGs from the opponent. Attack with everybody. And game. All right. I gotta remember how to use Streamlabs OBS. Mulligan. Mulligan. Keep. Bottom. Part of me wants to keep Darkblast, but I'm probably gonna bottom Darkblast. Bottom Thug. Darkblast can kill something. How about we get on the play for once? Okay, Cathartic. So we could Darkblast. I don't know. If they have something we need to deal with, we can Darkblast. If they have something that we don't need to deal with, we Thrilling Discovery. I guess that's what our plan here is. I guess we could Darkblast anyway. Stone Forge. Gross. Going to get Coldra probably. Coldra complete. Oh, Batterskull? Okay. You know, I think I'm just going to Darkblast anyway. Just start dredging. Let's just go. Let's just start. I would love to be able to hit, you know, some more than what we've been hitting. I will say Coldra Complete is a son of a bitch for us to deal with. Like, probably can't beat it level of son of a bitch. Coldra Complete's crazy. Boseiju, what does it do again? Always target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land an opponent controls. Well, that would suck. Because I don't have a way to fetch it. I will say this, we're gonna have a hell of a time dealing with this deck post board. Post sideboard. White has all the best cards against us. I think we're just gonna Ox here, so that's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not great. We have several more prized amalgams in the graveyard, though. I guess that's good, but Batterskull is a pretty good blocker, especially with Giver of Ruins being a thing. Let's get in for one in the air, shall we? We do have another Ox in the grave, which is worth noting. We have a pretty impressive board, too. They attack with Batterskull. I'm just going to let them connect. Oh. And they just had the Coldra anyway. At least it doesn't have Vigilance. But I think they're still in a pickle here. Hopefully. Hopefully they're still in a bit of a pickle. We're probably just going to spin the wheel with Ox again. Sure. Because we've only hit one Creeping Chill, so there's 9 points of damage still in our deck. That's burn. Not to mention we have this giant go wide board. So yeah. Stinky. Creeping Chill again. Probably going to post board. So if they block with Giver of Ruins, we kill Giver of Ruins. Three, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. So they have to block with Giver Ruins or they die because of lifelink. Alright, cool. Part of me's like, we should kill Batterskull. If I was them, I would just give her Ruins this to have protection from black anyway. Because they know we have Darkblast. Sure. It didn't exile that Ox. That's weird. Part of me is like, we should probably just kill the Batterskull rather than Ox this turn. I think that's fair. Because then they have to spend a turn picking it back up and placing it back down. And we're getting back some ghouls and some prized amalgams. Tarmogoyf, interesting. Tarms. Here comes all the Tarms. Their deck is pretty terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Tarmy boys and Coldras and all kinds of nonsense. They're holding everything back and it does not matter because we can go wider than them. But we are going to upkeep Dredge Stinkweed Imp. 4. I don't think there's a way they block here and live. I think we kill them regardless of how they block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're dead regardless. Okay. So probably a good idea we killed Batterskull. That was probably the right play path instead of just oxing again. Yep, you're still dead. That is so weird. Is there a bug? Is there a bug with Coldra? Or... yeah, is there a bug or does it just not... That's weird. Or does it just not work? What's going on there? Like, I feel like they should be able to exile stuff. Is it because it's first striking? I don't... Is it bugged with like Moto where it's first strike and then the effect doesn't last? I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird how that's set up. Prismatic Ending. Let's do the Gemstone Cavern thing again. Prismatic Ending. Go down a Thug. Go down a Ox. And honestly, Darkblast is not that good here. So I'm going to go down all the Darkblasts and bring in actually like just 2 Ancient Grudges here. Because you can't destroy Cauldra. Cauldra is indestructible. We can Prismatic Ending the goop away, but Ancient Grudge feels good against the Batter Skulls. Maybe just 1 Grudge. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the right play here is. Somebody's probably screaming, "Why did you not bring in the other Grudges?" Oh, this hand is not good, I don't think. It's got some of our sideboard stuff, but how good's that sideboard? You know what I mean? Like, I'm really debating it. I really am. This is going to be weird, but I'm going to keep it. Might be a risky keep, but I'm going to keep. So they're a Saga deck, too. Son of a bitch. Kept a bad hand. And it just keeps getting worse. And we do have Ancient Grudge to help clean up their stuff. You know, when they start making tokens. But they're probably searching up for their graveyard hate. Okay. I'm really confused by that one. Art? What? I'm legitimately confused by that. Son of a bitch. You guys are not supposed to be in my hand. Yeah, I'm legitimately confused by Void Mirror. Like, why that's the card they went for. They went and got a Springleaf Drum? I'm so confused. What are our opponents doing? A Tarmy Boy, sure. Let's go get a Stomping Ground. No. Sanctifier is good. I don't get Void Mirror. I don't understand Void Mirror. Maybe someone can explain that to me in the comments, but I don't understand it at all. Oh my god. These draws. I believe that's how that works, right? Hopefully they were leaning hard onto that. I'm really hoping they were. I don't get Void Mirror. I don't understand Void Mirror. Another Goyf? Gross. We need a thrilling discovery or something. We are just getting close to just casting. As weird as that is to say, just casting Ox of Agonas, like hard cast. Let's play a blocker. Yeah, I don't get Void Mirror at all. I don't understand that one. I'm just gonna hard cast Ox next turn. We get a semi, hopefully good blocker. Ugh, gross. Come on, let's keep going. Yeah. Woo. That's what's up. We're gonna get 2 ghouls and 2 prized amalgams. Okay. Imagine they're gonna start making dudes. We can hopefully pick off with Ancient Grudge a little bit. Giver of Ruins is super annoying. That's for sure. Yep. Big saga. I'm going to jump with Ox here so we can spin the dice with Ox again. All right. So I'm actually probably just going to fire off this Ancient Grudge now. Just to get rid of that. And then Dredge 5. Let's Oxy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dump our hand. We're just going to dredge 20 in one turn. 1, 2, 3. And I think that's game. Because we hit 3 creeping chills. And we're going to attack them for a bajillion here. Yep. Woo! We got through the taxes deck. Stoneforge Mystics deck. I just always lump it in as a tax deck, but we got through it. I'm surprised. That was one that I felt like is normally not a good matchup. And that game too, we had such a bad hand. They let us draw to 5 to play Ox, hardcast Ox to get our deck going. Oh. But I think that's what we needed to really have a good turn before they could search up with Urza Saga again. That's another thing, is Urza Saga also makes this deck worse. Because, ooh, okay. We get to lead with Otherworldly Gaze and get the Thrilling Discovery next turn. Yield through turn. I was like, what's the plan here? Forest from our opponent. Young Wolf. Ooh, is this like a stompy deck, or is this what's it called? The Yawgmoth combo. Or is this Yawgmoth? I'm gonna go get a Steam Vents here and fire off this Otherworldly Gaze. Doing on their main step just in case we hit something. Gonna send. Ooh, okay, hold on. Keep you, then do you, and then you, and then I draw Cathartic Reunion for turn. Yeah, okay. Upkeep, draw, play for turn. Oh, I get to shuffle it away though, don't I? Shit. Oh well. Didn't think that through. I've been playing so much Pauper, you never like shuffle your deck in Pauper. So I've just been doing that. Discard these two guys. Darkblast, Thug, and Thug. We still hit a couple Creeping Chills, so that's good. Yes, please. Yes, please. And we're gonna get it back. 1 Prized Amalgam and 2 Ghouls. So 2 Ghouls this turn, 1 Prized Amalgam their turn. Yeah, I didn't think about I had to shuffle it away. I don't know why, but I just didn't think about having to fetch. So if I would have thought that through, I would have just hit that Creeping Chill. I mean, we still hit a Creeping Chill anyway, which is good, but we could have hit 2, potentially. Or we could have hit none. I don't know. It's RNG, ain't it? Just random numbers. I guess there's no generator, but just random numbers. Wall of Roots. So, Yawgmoth? I believe. I believe that's what this is. I don't know what they have for sideboard hate. I'm going to assume Leyline of the Void is what I'm going to assume. But I don't know, honestly. Will Goldfish say? Don't know if I would have done that. I think I would have just kept back for a blocker because we're about to have I guess we don't have that much bigger of a board. So it looks like they have endurance, which is probably one of the best case scenarios for us. In terms of, do we have 2 prized amalgams? In terms of graveyard hate, because we just recycle our deck. Okay, I think we Ox here. Because they go infinite, which is what's terrifying. But I don't think they're at a spot yet to do it. To go infinite. And we could also just kill them with Creeping Chills here. So let's Ox. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus, I like having the bigger board presence here too. Stink. No Creeping Chills, really? Wow. Yeah, I don't think they can quite go infinite yet. They don't have a way to gain life yet, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not privy enough to Yawgmoth combo to be like, yeah, this is how they win, you know? We'll find out if they're going to play Yawgmoth this turn. Were we just 1 turn shy? Well, here he is. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, put a +1. We don't have a way to Darkblast. We don't have black mana. Alright, whatever. I mean, they don't have a way to gain life. That's like my thing I'm thinking. It's like, they don't have a way to gain life. Which makes me think they can't go infinite. You're still dead? I don't... Okay. I'm like, I don't know. You're still dead? I suppose. I don't know. Nope, wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one. Bojuka Bog doesn't interact with them very well. This is where like Leyline of the Void would come in. So the question is, do we want a Prismatic Ending or not? That's the thing, is like I don't know what they have for Graveyard Hate. Do I just Gemstone Caverns, and that's the only thing I change, and then just hope to go? Let's start running off from there. I actually think these Darkblasts can come out, and let's just bring in the endings, and that's what I'm going to do. Opening hand, Gemstone's Cavern, another land, a card we can ditch for Gemstone Cavern, a Dredger, and a draw card. That would be pretty nice. Turn 1 Thrilling Discovery with payout would be amazing. Yeah, this Yawgmoth deck, I don't have much experience playing against it. I've watched it a good amount of time. Which is why I was like, I don't know if they can go infinite, but I don't feel like they can. Alright, what's our opening 7 going to be? Come on, something good. Not something good, mulligan. Still not good. Keep this hand. Put you back. 1, 2. Oh, I hate to do it. This is going to be weird. But the idea is I will, I chose not to play first, huh? That really threw me off. That's kind of scary. Overgrown Tomb. Just gonna play with that tomb. What you gonna do with all that tomb? Okay. Noble Hierarch. Now we want to be able to find a land here. Nope. We need a land bad. Shit. Mistakes have been made. The whole reason why I kept the hand I did was I was hoping we'd Otherworldly Gaze into a land, but apparently not. Now if we draw a land, we can start, hopefully. Depending on what they do. Okay. Grisk is, I mean, Grisk, but... Narcomoeba, no! Grisk is going to be a problem. Because we don't have a good way to deal with it. Yup. Land. Yay, we did it. Go get us. If we get a Steam Vent, we can always pick up Life of the Loam. I mean, a Stomping Ground. So that's what I'm going to do. Yup. We did it. We beat him. My guess is maybe they didn't have a way to deal with it, and they thought we were gonna like just go off. Which, who knows? We might have. But that was some games with Dredge. I have been a Dredge player since I've gotten into Modern. I've always loved this deck. And the real downside to playing this deck is when you have a format, I guess you can really only play this in Modern Legacy, but when you have a format that's currently the meta is to have a lot of graveyard hate, this deck is really bad. And the last time I was really playing Modern, a lot of decks was running like main board graveyard hate. And this deck does not do well against that kind of hate. But this deck can still be really explosive and really strong, as we saw with some of the turns today, where you can just for out of nowhere just dredge 20 cards. Could have been more if we still have our Grave Troll, but yeah, the deck is still pretty strong, and my mana is a little bit more awkward than what I've seen some new lists, and especially the sideboard. My sideboard is really awkward, where I just don't have some of the cards that they're running currently. But I wanted to try out Modern. It's been, like I said, a long time since I've played Modern, and I wanted to play some Dredge. I was just kind of itching. This and 8-Rack, which I don't have complete. I'm still missing a lot of cards from 8-Rack to have 8-Rack up and running. I could have a pseudo like budget version, but 8-Rack and Dredge are really two decks that I get the desire to play. Like when I'm playing Magic, I've loved these decks for so long. I've played both the Rack and Dredge for so long that I just get the desire to play them. I love the way they play. They do stuff that I think is really fun. Dredge, works throughout the graveyard really well. 8-Rack is just fun to be a dick to other people. But yeah, I think this deck is still pretty good. I mean, if I was going to a Modern tournament, I'm probably taking either Dredge or the Rack because, one, I have them in paper, but for two is they're the decks I'm the most familiar with. And I'm going to say, I got a little bit of a pat on the back here because I feel like I played really well today. I feel like I played pretty good play lines today, which is normally not the case. But again, I also have a ton of experience with this deck, so... But yeah, so that was some Modern with Dredge. I'm not going to do a lot of Modern, so if you're new to the channel and you've not really seen a lot of my Magic stuff before, feel free to subscribe. If you press the little bell notification, you'll get notified every time I upload. I try to do Magic 3 times a week, but I mostly do Pauper. Pauper is where I spend most of my time with Magic. I used to play more Modern, but definitely more into Pauper now, and maybe in the future I'll work into more Pauper. There's a Pioneer 8-Rack list, this thing, that I would love to build and play. It just looks fun. A lot of the cards overlap with Modern 8-Rack, so like if I get the Urborgs and the Castle Lothwains, and Leyline of the Void I need anyway, for Dredge. So like if I get these cards and it's really cheap to finish out 8-Rack, then I will really consider doing some Pioneer 8-Rack. This is a list that I think his name's Robert Leva, the guy who originally made the Rack, one of the creators of the Rack itself, the 8-Rack deck, has been testing in Pioneer. So that seems really fun too. So yeah, I'm curious about trying out a little bit of other formats, but if I go into Modern or Pioneer, I just want to go in with an emphasis that I'm going to be very limited on the decks I play. One, because of the money they cost, but for two is really it's just one's the answer. So I'm just going to find a couple decks I really like, and then that's going to be it. Where Pauper, I try to do more because it's a really cheap format. But yeah, that's been some of that. Also, I do a lot of other video games on my channel as well, so if you want to check that out. I don't know when you're watching this, but as of uploading, I'm uploading like Cultic, the original Pac-Man World, and Little Nightmares 2. So to give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm currently doing. So you can check those out as well. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time. Take it easy. Peace.